You say you have no motivation, but funnily enough, you always have energy for unimportant things. You can scroll for an hour, watch videos continuously, think about things that make you anxious. But when it comes to starting something that could change your life, suddenly, tired. Strange, isn't it? And you know it's strange, that's why you hate yourself afterward. It's not that you don't know what to do. You know too well even. Exercise is important, studying is important, work is important, building a life is important. Your problem isn't a lack of information, your problem is you can't move. Even though you know you have to move. And that makes you feel broken. You wake up in the morning already tired, even though you haven't done anything yet. Open the phone for just a moment, suddenly 40 minutes are gone, then panic, then feel guilty, then stress, then need another distraction to escape the guilt. The same cycle every day. And you still dare to say this is just a lack of discipline? This is not merely a bad habit. This is your dopamine system being messed up. Your brain has been trained to live off quick stimuli. Quickly happy, quickly bored, quickly moving on. That's why things that require a process feel torturous. Studying for 20 minutes na feels like a 2 hours up. Kami, work na focusing on work for 30 minutes that feels like a punishment. Not because it's difficult, but because your brain can no longer handle things that aren't instant. You used to be able to focus longer. Now, after just 5 minutes, your mind is already wandering. You haven't lost your intelligence, you've lost your tolerance for effort. And that's more dangerous because you still have big dreams with a nervous system that's only strong for trivial things. You want your life to change, but your daily lifestyle is actually training your brain to become weak. With every unconscious scroll, you're teaching your brain. Don't make it an effort, just look for what's easy. Every time you escape to distractions when you feel uncomfortable, you reinforce the habit of running away. And now you wonder why you can't handle difficult things. This is the part that's hard to hear. You're not really unable, you've just chosen the easy way too often. So the hard things feel impossible. It's not because you're stupid, not because you're untalented, but because your reward system has been spoiled. So you can't stand discomfort. Motivation doesn't come first before you take action. Motivation appears after you start, but you wait for enthusiasm first before you want to move. So you are stuck because your brain's dopamine is messed up. It won't give you that initial push and you stay still, waiting while blaming yourself. Look at your life lately. Many plans, little action, lots of thinking, little movement, watching others grow, little effort on your own, and every night you promise, tomorrow I will change. The next day, repeat again. It's not a lack of intention. It's a system that is already unbalanced. Your dopamine is used too often for things that don't build anything. That's why when you need it for something important, there's nothing left. Like someone who spends their salary on snacks, then is shocked to have no money for essential needs. That's what you're doing to your brain. You feel tired all the time, even though what you do all day is mostly sit. Because it's not your body that's tired, it's your nervous system, which is constantly bombarded with endless stimulation. And you call that rest. That's not rest, that's overstimulation, which is why you feel empty. Big things no longer excite you. Small things no longer make you happy. All that's left is guilt and pressure because you know you're wasting time. And the most painful thing is, you know you could be more. This is not a lecture, this is a mirror. Because as long as you keep saying this, lazy, or this is just how I am, you will not fix the root of the problem. You will keep attacking yourself. Whereas what needs to be fixed is the system. Your dopamine system is not permanently damaged, but it will not heal as long as you keep feeding it the same poison every day. Quick stimulation, constant distractions, never allowing your brain to be calm. You want high motivation with a lifestyle that destroys motivation. That will never align. The reality is simple but harsh. As long as you keep giving your brain instant gratification, life will feel hard for what matters. Not because you are destined to fail, but because you are training your brain to not endure the process. And perhaps this is the most honest part. You don't need great motivation. You need to stop indulging the system that makes you weak. Because as long as your dopamine is controlled by distractions, your life is also controlled by distractions and you are not lacking in potential. You are just living with a nervous system that you continuously damage yourself unconsciously.